Yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 147.
The minority is people like us who understand boxing. We in the minority know this is not a good fight. This is a one-sided mismatch, and I think I will be shocked if Ryan doesn't knock him out in a one-sided fight.
But then you have Ryan, who I see him very focused. I see him determined and ready, and I hear he's looking great. He really wants this, so I think we're gonna see a hell of a fight. Maybe there's gonna be knockdowns with either guy, but this is really a fight of who really wants more.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn are on a collision course for one of boxing's most talked about matchups, and opinions are split across the sport. Boxing pros have shared their predictions on who holds the edge. Former world champion Keith Thurman believes Garcia can defeat Conor Benn, but only if he remains fully focused and disciplined from start to finish.
See, once again, you got to understand what I just said. Yeah. These fighters are not reestablishing themselves. They're taking the money, they're happy that they made a name, but they're not reestablishing themselves as real champions. It's up to Ryan to show up to be a real champion and reestablish that name and not just live off the name that he previously has established. You see what I'm saying? Ryan has to take it serious. He has to want to.
Josh Taylor shares his opinion on the fight between Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. He says the matchup does not excite him from a sporting perspective, although he admits it is a huge commercial fight because both boxers are popular and attract large audiences. Taylor believes Ryan Garcia has the advantage in terms of boxing ability. According to him, Garcia is faster, sharper, and more experienced, which makes him the favorite. He predicted Garcia could win by knockout, especially after Benn's recent performances, which Taylor feels have not shown significant improvement.
We're hearing this fight with Ryan Garcia is imminent. Dana White at the press conference the weekend said it could be as soon as next week. What are your thoughts on that fight, both in terms of does it excite you, and secondly, what's your breakdown on it? Who do you think wins?
It doesn't excite me at all, really. It's none other than a big fight. It's a big commercial fight. Ryan Garcia's huge commercially, so is Conor Benn. Boxing ability wise, I think Ryan Garcia probably knocks him out. Unless everything's all good and all that, but I think that Ryan Garcia is just a better boxer. He's quicker, he's sharper, he's got more experience in the game. I don't think Conor Benn has done well, has improved a hell of a lot. He's quick, he's stronger, he's bigger and stronger than Ryan Garcia. But going off that last performance, I don't think Garcia's got anything to worry about. I think Garcia probably knocks him out after that last performance.
Taylor also discusses Garcia's disappointing performance against Rolando Romero. He suggests that Garcia's struggles may have been caused by moving down in weight after previously competing at a heavier weight. Without making direct accusations, Taylor carefully hints that changes in Garcia's physical condition may have affected his performance. He explains that losing muscle mass and adjusting to a lower weight can reduce a fighter's strength, stamina, and overall effectiveness in the ring.
Route for Conor in your mind, because we saw Ryan have flat performances, the Rolando Romero fighting Conor, up until the move up to 160 and trying to come back down to welterweight when he fought Benn.
There is that, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's coming back down to 147, well it wasn't 147, 148 or 149 was it? Well, it was 150 was it? Oh well, I thought it was maybe a little bit lighter than that, but...
He might have weighed in at 149, but it was contracted at 150.
Right, okay, so he weighed at 149, but then it goes it's coming down for 160, and after having all them... I don't know what to say, because I might get a court case on my ass. But hey, it is what it is. He's done it properly. He's not looked as good. But it might be a case of his body adjusting to being so heavy and taking off that muscle mass. It takes a bit of time to adjust to losing that weight again and getting your body used to it and being at that weight and performing and with the training load and all that at that weight. So it's maybe just a case of that. He's done it now. Hopefully he's been in the gym. I don't know what he's like. Hopefully he's still staying in the gym and he's not put on too much weight. and he can probably get back down to 147 then after that. So as
Tim Bradley believes Conor Benn has not yet proven he belongs among boxing's elite. Reflecting on Benn's recent performance against Regis Prograis, Bradley said the British contender looked inexperienced and lacked the polish expected at world-class level.
You know, you can look him up on BoxRec. He got 5 stars next to his damn name, like he's done something, you know, and he ain't done shit. You know, it's in the fight with Regis Prograis. You can see, you know, Regis was one of those guys that started late as well, but you can see the experience of Regis, you know, start to show through. Now, you know, Conor Benn and his team, you know, made the adjustment and went down to the body of Regis and started to slow down and kind of take the fight out of Regis. However, Regis was in the fight. You know, he was catching Conor Benn with some shit, you know, and it's just the inexperience and, you know, the low IQ of Conor Benn and not having enough experience to be at that.
Bradley assessed Conor Benn's performance against Regis Prograis as a clear example of his limitations at the elite level. He said Benn's experience and ring IQ were exposed as the fight progressed, with pro-grade timing, composure, and veteran instincts becoming more noticeable in later rounds. While Benn and his corner made smart tactical changes, especially targeting the body to slow pro-grade down, Bradley argued that these adjustments were not enough to completely take control of the fight.
He had some pop, he had some pop. You know, ever since, you know, he stopped drinking that baby milk, whatever that was, he took fertility, whatever. They, you know, then they said it's something about some contaminated eggs or something like that, whatever the hell that is. You know, I mean, that makes sense now to me. You know why he's taking that. You know, they say, well, he didn't mean to take it and all this. Get the hell out of here with that. You know, he was suspended for some years, I believe. But you correct me if I'm wrong. But, you know, it was more mainly like because he don't believe in himself. You know, anytime he steps up in the fight, you know, the dude is scared. He's scared to death. You know, I'm pretty sure he was scared in this fight. You know, because not only did he have to come down in weight, you know, and cut muscle. Yeah, he had to cut through muscle.
Greg Hackett has backed Ryan Garcia to beat Conor Benn, believing the American holds the edge in several key areas. According to Hackett, Garcia's exceptional hand speed, precise timing, and dangerous counterpunching would create major problems for Benn throughout the fight. He feels Garcia's ring IQ and experience at the highest level would allow him to control the distance and capitalize on Benn's aggressive style.